Today, unfortunately, is the last day of the World Championship and the last day of the Asian Tournament of Sambo in general, which began, as you remember, in Seoul. Still, Japan is a peninsula of culture, history, and even taste in the East. Japanese food you can taste everywhere, in every country, in almost every restaurant. But here, you can feel the original taste of Japan. We did so, and well, actually not only us. It is a unique place. If you go down the street, you'll see the temple and a beautiful park. A very nice place with a lot of tourists, a lot of people having walk during the weekends. A quiet and very popular site at the same time. You can see the mixture of urbanization, modern architecture and medieval culture. That's wonderful. You can see our banners on the streets everywhere, and people ask questions. They wonder what is Sambo, and we explain like, judo, wrestling. They say, yes, of course. And then we explain, Sambo, judo, having similar features.
Even the sushi is different in sashimi. It's much more fresh fish here, and the culture is, the Japanese culture is really beautiful and really interesting for everybody. Our father of the Sambo, he was the first Russian who got the black belt from the Kodokan. So basically, like Vice Premier Minister of Japan said during his speech in the opening ceremony, and I agree with that. Sambo, it's like part of Japan. And they used to be in 1972. There was a Japanese Open Championship, and 3 Soviet athletes compete here. Our first world champion and Olympic champion, Nevzorov, and Wolf Sharkansky is a really great sambo player, and including my dad. And my dad was the winner of that championship. He beat Kashiwazaki, who was a guest on our opening ceremony, world champion of the judo. So Japan, I believe, they own sambo too, not only Russia.
Choosing and buying souvenirs is the favorite hobby to do in every business or sport trip. Still, our guys have few time to do it because tomorrow we go home, as you know, but still we have 9 finals to go in 9 weight categories, and we are looking forward for them.
захватите, захватите табуги!
Правую руку забегай, пугай, пугай. Давай, давай.
The beginning of the fight was very tough for me, but I managed to take the initiative and took the advantage of 12 points.
Финална среща протекла.
I was nervous before the final, but I guess that's a normal state for anyone who competes in the World Championship, and it was like that until I gained the first 2 points. Afterwards, I was quite calm, and I'm happy that I gained the victory and everything went my way. Well, the level of all the guys at this tournament is very high, and the only thing I knew before the final is that my rival has an eye injury, and we fought very hard, and I gained points, and in the last seconds we were in the parterre fighting, and everything went my way, but it was like a luck occasion. Maybe I expected a harder final, but I didn't knew my rival quite well, and everything went my way. I was preparing all the year for this final, and I'm happy that it was all right for me. Maybe it is hard for me to express all my emotions because I have too many words to say, too many feelings to express. I just want to thank all my coaches, all my supporters who were with me during this long way to my gold medal. This rival, I've seen him for the first time. Well, actually, I fought with him for the first time, but I've seen him before. I've seen his fights and here and before because I was preparing for a long time for all my rivals who could fight with me during the whole tournament. I've seen videos, had comments and so on. And I'm glad that everything went my way because it was quite a tough fight, and I'm all just happy about the result. I was a bit nervous before the tournament because I was injured, and thanks to the doctors I'm okay, but I still have to have any treatment after the championship, but during the fights I felt myself all right. I see this Japanese girl for the first time. I don't know which sport she was doing before, but I've noticed that she's very strong, very hard attacking, and it was not quite so easy to defeat her.